I tried shaving in everything for our Toronto teams today, but it didn't work as the Raptors lose their 6th consecutive contest, dropping this one 116-112 to the Detroit Pistons. Yeah, the Detroit Pistons. And they're now 17-23 on the year, guys. This is a rough time right now. I understand we won a championship in all the great years, but right now, 6-game losing streak. The teams you've played in this 6-game losing streak haven't been premier top teams. Not saying they're garbage teams, but the Detroit Pistons aren't a great basketball team, and 2 of your 6 losses are against the Pistons. I don't know. You got Fred back. You got Fred and Pascal, and I think Malachi Flynn and Patrick McCaw were available to play today, which is great. You know you're not going to get a whole lot from them because they haven't played in a couple weeks, and you're expecting them to jump right in the fire and be the saviors. That's not easy to ask of 2 guys who just came back from COVID, right? However, the Raptors needed them to be big, and they weren't. Not blaming these guys, but man, tough. Wide open shots, and you don't make it. Let's break this thing down because it was ugly. First quarter, you allowed 37. That's a problem in itself. You scored 31, you're only down by 6 after 1 quarter, and that's all right, but you allowed 37. You can't keep digging yourself in these early holes and expecting to climb out of them. It's not going to always work. Clearly, it hasn't worked. You've lost 6 straight. In the second quarter, Raptors, dig in a little bit more defensively. They win the quarter by 127-26. All right, you're down by 5 at halftime. But now you got to come out in the third quarter with authority and with a punch. And they do. They come out in the third quarter and they lay a beat down early on in the third. Raptors are up by 3 at one point. We're like, okay, this is good. This is Raptor basketball. Intense defense, leading to transition offense, knocking down shots, going on runs, and you got a 3-point lead. That's great. Problem, the Pistons answer right back, and the Raptors don't have an answer. Then just like that, you're down by 9 again, and you're expected to crawl back in this one yet again. In the third quarter, the Raptors scored a total of 23, and you allow 25. You're -2 in the quarter, you're down by 7 going into the fourth, and you need a miracle. Who's it going to be? Powell's been stupidly good to this point. But can he really bring you back from a 7-point deficit and one guy? Because all the other guys, other than Chris Boucher, weren't making shots. Good luck with that. And the Raptors don't. Look, they won the fourth quarter 31-28. That's great. But you just didn't play well enough. Period. You put yourself in that hole. You allowed 37 early on. And it just killed yourself moving forward. Yeah, they scored 31. That's great. But every time the Pistons scored less than 30, the Raptors didn't take advantage and counterpunch. When they scored 25, if you dropped another 32, boom, that's a 7-0 run or a +7 quarter and you're in the lead and all that stuff. All's crazy. But when you play good defense, it should lead to your offense. We've talked about that in countless videos, but it didn't today. It didn't. And the Raptors lose this one, like I said, 116-112 to the Detroit Pistons. The team shot 43% from the field. Not good enough. 30% from 3, really not good enough. The Pistons shoot 51% from the field and 41% from 3-point range. The problem with the Raptors, I have learned, is it's not the offense. You dropped 112 today. The problem has not been the offense whatsoever. It is the ability to not rebound the basketball and to not contest shots from beyond the arc. You know why? You know why that is? And they mentioned it on the broadcast, and I'm like, that's a good point. The NBA nowadays is a big 3-point oriented league, right? A lot of teams are taking stupid amount of threes, and it's just the way it is right now in the NBA. If you're not contesting those shots well, it's because you're chasing out and you're playing a lot in the interior. Well, long shot, long rebound. Why aren't the Raptors getting rebounds? Because they're all in tight and the rebounds are coming out long. 41% from 3 were the Pistons today. Lots of wide open looks. And you made a lot of guys look great. DeLon Wright had a double-double. I think he had 18 and 10 at one point in the game. And DeLon Wright, good player, not that good, The Raptors made him look real good today. You're minus 24 on the glass. Aaron Baines and Boucher are your big men. I'm going to do that. Boucher had 5 rebounds. Ready for this? Kyle Lowry had 6. That shouldn't be happening. I don't know. I just don't know. You were minus 3 in the offensive glass. Felt like a lot worse than that. But just overall, they can't grab a rebound. That's a huge problem on this team. It was a problem way back, but then Ibaka started grabbing rebounds, and the team started making shots, and they just played all-around great defense. You didn't have to go crazy with the rebounds. You played good defense, led to runouts, and you were fine. This team is not that team. The Raptors were plus 11 in the turnovers category. Yeah, plus 11. And the points off of turnovers, Raptors won that one pretty good, and they still lost. Let's get to these specific player numbers because some of them are great, some of them are ugly. Chris Boucher, 21 points, 5 boards, 3 assists, shot 10 to 16 from the field and 4 blocks in the game. Looks like great numbers for Boucher. Absolutely. 21, 5, and 3. Shot efficient, was good. I liked what Boucher did today. But how many times am I going to say, and if you guys have watched him closely, he goes for a block on every single possession on the defensive end. Whether it's a pump fake, whether it's a ball on the inside, whether he's running out to chase down a 3, whatever the case, he's going for the block. Now, he had 4 of them today. And I've said it many times before. Well, if you jump out at everything, you're bound to block some. And for Boucher, I've noticed countless times the guy is flying out there like a lunatic. Or he's jumping on the guy inside and he's like, whoa, where's the foul? Where's the foul? You're jumping at the guy. I love Boucher. I love what he's done all year long. The development of Boucher is incredible. And today, look, he had some great plays today on the defensive end. I think he took a couple charges in the game today. Great to see. But those small things, like jumping at guys and running out and just flying by guys taking threes, they kill you. It dates back to me saying how the rebounding. Well, if you're flying out to chase down a block, how are you going to help your team rebound? Because you're past the guy. What if it's that long rebound? Well, the guy taking the 3 is in front of you. He will get that rebound while you're trying to get back into the play. You get into foul trouble. You don't help your team there, right? I love Boucher, but those things really frustrate me. But I can't blame him for this game. This game is not his fault at all. But those things really frustrate me with Chris Boucher because he does so many great things, but those things make me want to pull my hair out half the time. Norman Powell doesn't make me want to pull my hair out. Well, maybe he does because he's doing so damn well and we still find ways to lose. Norman Powell with the 43-point game today. Career high 43, 3 rebounds and no assists. And I don't blame him for not having any dimes today. 1, no one made shots. 2, he didn't miss. So why is he going to pass the ball up to guys who aren't making shots? He shot 14 of 18 from the field, 8 of 12 from 3-point range. He was awesome. He was absolutely incredible with Norman Powell. But the team didn't do anything with him. Team didn't help him whatsoever. You know, and I feel bad for Powell, man. That guy put everything out there. Like I said, 5 of the last 7 games, Norman Powell, 30-plus points. The Raptors have lost 6 of those 7. But you're not putting 2 and 2 together here. He's averaging 30-plus. He's doing what Pascal should be doing, but you're still losing. Because the defensive end is the problem. And here come the ugly numbers. You guys ready for this? I love Lowry. He's the best player, best Raptor of all time, without a doubt in my mind. However, and the 15 assists today, beautiful. Moving the rock, that's what Kyle does. Love that stuff. However, 8 points, 6 boards, shot 2 of 13, and was 0 of 7 from 3-point range. He had 3 steals, and so did Fred, which is great. But you got to make shots. And people are going to be like, well, Kyle's taking charges, doing all these other... I get that. I do. You know, I love Lowry. I love the charges that he takes. He's one of the best of all time at taking charges. He's a great rebounder for a guard. He's obviously incredible at moving the ball with 15 dimes yet again today. However, there comes a time where you need shots made. Down the stretch, there were a few chances. Lowry had wide open 3s, and he couldn't drain them. 0 of 7 from 3-point range. It's not pretty. Fred VanVleet and Pascal, as I mentioned earlier, I think it was, they kind of have a pass for me because it's their first game back from having COVID, for God's sake. So I kind of understand if they have an off night, and they really did. The problem is, that hurts the rest of your squad because these guys are playing huge minutes and they're not shooting, they're not making shots. So it's really tough to do this to this team because Fred VanVleet had 12 points, 1 board, 4 dimes, shot 2 of 13, just like Kyle. Kept the streak alive at 67 straight games with a 3. That's great. But that was the only 3 that he got. He was 1 of 7. So your guards of Kyle and Fred combined for 4 for 26 from the field and 1 for 14 from 3-point range. It's just not good enough. And Pascal had 13 points, 5 boards, 3 assists, was 3 of 11 from the field and 0 of 3 from 3. So if you combine those 3 guys, oh God, math, I hate it. 1 of 17 from 3, okay? And that's what, 26, 37, okay, so it's 37 shots, 7 for 37 from the field. I could be totally off with my math. I am horrendous with it, as you all know. But those are my numbers. And those 3 guys are 3 of your top paid players. And I understand, just getting back from COVID and all this and that. But those are the numbers your team put up against one of the worst teams in basketball, the Detroit Pistons. Just can't happen if you want to win basketball games. It just can't. Now, Raptor fans, we got to take on the Utah Jazz, one of the best teams in the NBA. On Friday, it's an 8 p.m. tip-off at Amalie Arena. Funny thing. How much you want to bet this Raptor team wins that game, right? Can't beat the Pistons twice. You lose to the Hawks. You blow a big lead against the Hawks. You lose to the Charlotte Hornets. I know there's other games in there that I've missed. And then you face one of the hottest teams in basketball and you beat them? Like what? I don't know. It's just the gut feeling that I have on Friday against Utah. If they go out there and lose, then what were we expecting? But this team is now 17-23. Trade deadline is a flying. It's coming quick, right? You see the Bucks dropping a dime there today, grabbing PJ Tucker. The trades are starting. So for the Raptors, you're now 17-23. You continue to fall in the standings. What does this team do moving forward into the trade deadline? Do you move a Kyle? Does Norman Powell go? I know people are going to be like, what are you talking about? Isn't he in the last year of his contract? Like, are they really going to dish out a stupid amount of money for Norm? Well, they have to. Well, then they're going to have a lot of money in Pascal, a lot of money in Fred, a lot of money in OG, and a lot in Norman Powell. Where's the flexibility going to come in? I don't know. And people want this team to be a championship team again. We want to get back there again. Of course we do. But what does that mean? Does that mean you go for a draft pick? I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below, guys, all right? I just want to hear your guys' take in the comments, all right? So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and if you didn't enjoy the game today, smack the like button. Do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below what your thought was on the game. Would you like, would you not like from today's game? I think we can all agree we liked Powell, but didn't like the rest, all right? Comment down below, guys. Go nuts. Go crazy what you like and not like from today's game. And anything you want to talk about when it comes to Toronto Raptors, go crazy in the comments. Twitter's down below for myself. Follow up, send me a DM, do all that great stuff. The Instagram link is down below as well, so follow up there if you have not done so already. And I will talk to you guys, Jay's Edition, next Tuesday. All right, as we'll be breaking down this past week's games, getting closer and closer to the regular season. By the way, if you did not see the Blue Jays Center Instagram Live today, I was able to get a chance to talk to Blue Jays play-by-play man on the radio, Ben Wagner, and Arash Madani. He's a Sportsnet analyst, so great stuff there. I got a lot of great time talking to those guys and picking their brains about the Blue Jays heading into this year. Go check that out, guys, on the Blue Jays Center Instagram page. All right, and I will talk to you guys Leafs Edition on Friday as they host the Calgary Flames. Leafs aren't playing well. Raptors aren't playing well. I don't know what else to do. Friday, 7 o'clock puck drop there at Scotiabank Arena between the Leafs and the Flames. And as for the Raptors, as I've mentioned, they take on the Utah Jazz on Friday night, 8 p.m. tip-off there at Amalie Arena, if I'm not mistaken. All right, so thank you guys so much for listening and watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll talk to you guys then.